In Dominion weekend, catching up now with Tony Herlihy. Firstly, Tony, thank you very much for joining me. How is Bolt for Brilliance tonight?
Yeah, no, he seems to have come through his first run really good, and can't really fault him at home. So yeah, he hasn't missed a beat and hasn't missed a note. So far so good. Yeah.
The setback in New Zealand, I saw him at Kaikoura. I didn't think it was too bad at Kaikoura because unless you've been to the track, it's very hard to make ground out wide around that tight sort of turning track. He seemed okay there, but the next run just was so below par for him.
Yeah, well, even at Kaikoura, he went a good race. I thought he went a good race too, but he had a good blow afterwards. But in hindsight, it was probably a little bit of mucus in the lungs there, just starting to build up. And I raced him, and he seemed good. Like he never coughed or anything like that, so he got no indication really. Everything was good. The blood was good and everything. But when I raced him a week later at Addington, I only backed him up on that one because I thought he might have been a run short at Kaikoura. So I put him in there, and he only went mediocre to what I know how good he is, and he blew quite bad after that. So we got him scoped straight away, and straight away they said there was mucus in the lung, and it was significant. So we treated him there and then, rather than just try to hold him through the Dominion. I said if he's not going to be 100%, he's not going to go in it. So yeah, in hindsight, hopefully it works out good for us here that we treated him straight away and got him over it, and he seems, touch wood, right.
Well, take away hindsight. The way the Dominion handicap was run and those two horses, the battle that they put on, if he was even maybe on the improved, but still not at his best, it wouldn't have helped him for this carnival here.
No, you probably wouldn't have done both really. You know what I mean? But once they said it's a significant amount, we had to treat him straight away. I wasn't going to sort of risk him. So yeah,
I saw him Cup Day, and he just looks magic. Like it must be so frustrating from a trainer's point of view to say the horse is crook. Like I saw you walking him around without a rug on. He's here today. He's a magic looking horse. He just had a shine to his coat. It just must be a real head scratcher.
Yeah. Well, it was at the time, like you're saying. But once the vet sort of told me that, well, it was a relief in a way, because otherwise you're thinking of worse things could be going wrong. But she told me he just had the significant amount of mucus in the lung, which I hadn't scoped him, but I'd done a blood and it didn't sort of show him. Like I said, he didn't cough or anything, and he hadn't missed a note and all that carry on. But yeah, it was obviously, it was like a losing a cylinder.
Relief, Ballarat the other night, or was what you expected? Like, was it a little bit of, I'm glad that happened?
Yeah. It probably was a fraction of relief, because sometimes you never know of those things until you're under race day pressure, how it's going to pan out. But like I said, I was looking for negatives at home not to bring him. If there had been one negative, I wouldn't have brought him. But we couldn't fault him, and just everything with him, and the vets were very happy with everything, and so we had a gamble and had a go. But like I say, I couldn't fault him before he.
You're not on New Zealand's not on the Inter-Dominion circuit. Do you still enjoy it, like the Inter-Dominion, like the 3 races in a week, the big test? Do you enjoy that side of it?
Yeah. Well, I thought if he's right, like it is a thing that would probably suit him. You'd think, the build of the horse and the strength of him and that sort of thing. So so hopefully it does.
Do you wish New Zealand still were part of it?
Yeah, like it was hard for everybody over home because we had such a big New Zealand Cup meeting, and it's pretty hard racing, as you know, and to line up, a couple of weeks later to come over here and get here and all that travel and what have you. But touch wood, we're okay so far.
Question was asked me earlier, Tone, how old are you?
I'm in my 60s.
Yeah, same age as Gavin Lang?
Round about. Yeah, we're just
1 year different.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I just answered one question for some people. It's okay, and you're a very popular man over here. Do you still enjoy the travel?
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's great when you've got a nice horse to travel and all that sort of thing, and you catch up with very good old friends, and staying with Josh Dickey and Sammy Kilgour, and it's good to catch up with them. And they were, obviously Josh worked for me for a fair few years over home, and when he was a young fella, and yeah, it's good to catch up with everybody.
Still got a big team back home on the North Island. You got horses campaigning on the South Island. Do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy still training that full steam ahead, or does it start to wear you down at any stage?
Oh no, I don't drive anywhere near like I used to, and mainly on a Friday or Friday night at Alexander Parks might go. But like you say, we are a bit busy at the moment. But got the horses that are capable of being in those races, so you sort of got to give them their chance.
On Sunday, New Zealand. I forgot her name again. I know it's Delight. I saw her in person. It was a Northern Derby back at Wingling sales time. It was anyway. I know that back in late. I think it was. Doesn't matter what day it was. And she was a beautiful mare. She's by Captain Treacherous, which is a little bit unique about her. But she's just such a lovely mare, a lovely stride. Confidence level for Sunday.
Yeah, well, she got a bump the other night there in the start of the race, and sort of, just wasn't herself after that. She got a little bit wound up, so we had the half hobbles off her, but we put them back on for Saturday away from home, and so hopefully she can put her best foot forward. And as you know, she's very capable when she's right, and we were very happy with her going into the Oaks, but she had a couple of mishaps there, and so we'll just have to turn the page on that one. Hopefully she's better this week.
The depth in trotters in New Zealand is amazing. The fillies and the colts, especially the 3-year-old, doesn't seem to be a lot different. And if you're off your game a little bit, Highgrove proved that when you're off your game a little bit, you can look very, very ordinary. But the depth in these, especially these younger trotters in New Zealand, it's just amazing for me from an outsider to be over there and actually see them a little bit in person. It must be great for a person that loves the trotter.
Yeah, no, it is great. It's great. The difference has been huge in the last 10 or 15 years with the breed, and that it's just gone forward in leaps and bounds, really. You know, these young trotters are just terrific and running terrific times and well behaved and all that sort of thing, great manners, and it's been great for harness racing.
As indeed, Tone. Thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. Good luck while you're over here. Well done for getting him over here and presenting him the way he did. And this is done before, Shep, but hopefully he gets the job done for you tonight, and you have a great carnival. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks very much.